Hi, I'm John from Origin Effects and I'm here with the BASSRIG 64 Black Panel. The BASSRIG 64 Black Panel is an all-analog amp recreation, capturing the sounds of Fender's high-powered amps of the mid-60s, the Showman and the Bassman. Before the days of the modern, purpose-built bass amp, these were the rigs of choice for anyone looking to fill a big stage. With enough watts and the right sound for bass, the Showman and the Bassman were used by everyone from soul session players to rock and pop legends, at a time when music and gear was progressing at lightning speed. At Origin Effects, we happen to think that this boundary-pushing era gave us some of the best bass tones of all time, so we put them all in this pedal. We put in a lot of effort to cover a range of high-powered Fender bass amps, replicating an entire valve amp signal path in miniature using all solid-state components. Just like a real vintage amp, the preamp, tone stack and push-pull output stage all interact together to give you the perfect 60s bass tone. With a drive control that works just like the volume control on a non-master volume amp, you have access to a range of warm, clean tones and gritty overdrives. Despite Fender's reputation for cleaner sounds, the 64 Black Panel is capable of some pretty awesome distortion. With the tighter, more controlled Showman as a starting point, the fat switch reconfigures the circuit to Bassman spec, with more low-end overdrive and a generally more unhinged character to the sound. Change the voice from black to tweed and you're in 50s Bassman territory, with thicker mid-range and more gain. To keep all of this vintage overdrive in check, we've added a blend control, which adds in some of your clean signal, restoring low-end definition and clarity to the sound. A big part of why these high-powered Fender heads were such a great fit for bass guitar was their bass-specific 2x15 speaker cabinet. We've used an all-analog simulation of that cab, which we've carefully developed to exactly mimic its complex response. This feeds the DI output on the BASSRIG, giving you the perfect finished bass tone direct to your PA or recording interface. This is exactly what you're hearing in this demo, with no extra processing added in post. You can even choose whether the cab sim is always active or only active when the pedal is engaged, giving you a high-quality, unaffected DI signalling bypass. If you are using an amp, the amp out EQ controls make sure this pedal fits into any rig. Whether you're using a small combo or a big stack, tweeter or no tweeter, this powerful filter tailors the output of the pedals to match your setup, so you never need to compromise your amp's clean tone. The BASSRIG 64 Black Panel pays tribute to some of the best tones in bass history, making it a great vintage-flavoured direct rig or a really inspiring bass overdrive when used with an amp. Don't forget to check out the matching Cali 76 compact bass in special edition black panel finish, and the BASSRIG Super Vintage for authentic Ampeg SVT tones. You can find out more about all of these pedals and the rest of the range at origineffects.com. Thanks for watching.